Hey guys, Halina here, and today I'm back with another book recommendation, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's been a little while since I did the last book recommendation, and I thought, why not? So today I'm going to be looking at the Marvel Black Widow Prelude. Yeah. So it's by Peter David, Carlos Villa, and Chris Sotomayor. And there's in this particular little collection, there's Marvel's Black Widow Prelude #1 and #2. Plus Avengers 1963 number 43 and number 196, The Web of Black Widow #1, and material from Tales of Suspense 1959 number 52 to 53. So yeah, there's a bunch of different little comics inside, so that's really cool. Yeah, so it's in paperback, and on the front you can see that it's Natasha from Civil War. Yeah, and then of course there's the little stamp of approval there, Marvel Cinematic Universe official tie-in. Yeah, so basically it's just like a bunch of Black Widow stories, all essentially compiled in here. Now obviously it's not all of Black Widow stories, because there is quite a bit of Black Widow comic stories. And they're not obviously all in here because it's not very thick. Like, it's literally like, I don't even know how many pages it is realistically, but it is pretty small. And I mean, the comic stories themselves are even shorter, so like you can even like break it up into like little bits and pieces, and you can get through, well, you can realistically probably get through all of them in like a day, but you can like split them up over time. But on the back, we have the hunt for the Black Widow begins here. And again, we got another picture of Natasha from Civil War. So Civil War on the front, Civil War on the back. I'm going to read the back here. So, the hunt for the Black Widow begins here. Can anyone untangle the complex trail of Natasha Romanoff's exploits in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? From spy to S.H.I.E.L.D. agent to Avenger, the enigmatic widow has lived many secret lives, but how did these disparate episodes add up to a life of a hero? And what was the thread that connects her past to her future? Get ready for Marvel Studios' Black Widow solo film with this glimpse into the storied history of Natasha Romanoff. As all the facts are considered, the question remains, is the Black Widow a hero or a threat? Hero. Endgame told us hero. I'm still not over it. It's been over a year. I'm still not over it, guys. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Like they're really short. Let's open it up here. So we have like the front copy promoting, another Black Widow story. And we got Black Widow Prelude over here. the light's like glaring off of it. Then we opened it up and we have like all the credits and everything. The writer, the artist, the color artist, the letterer, the assistant editor, the editor, for Marvel Studios, and all of the credits that go with it. And we got this really cool Natasha on a motorcycle. So that is Prelude. Then when you open it up, it says Prelude #1. So you get like the typical little comics layout type thing. And this is at the Triskelion Shield headquarters. Basically with Winter Soldier, when Natasha attacks all those evil little Hydra agents. The "I'm sorry, did I step on your" moment is the big picture of "did I step on your" moment, and that is like my favorite Winter Soldier line. Yeah, and then it goes into, you know, sort of like a look at what we didn't see in Winter Soldier. And then we get like into like Civil War here type thing. And then we get to the really interesting part where we get the Red Room and the rumors surrounding Natasha's time in the Red Room. See, there she is doing ballet with all her little Russian assassins. Yeah, so it's really, really cool. Like, and then like there's rumors about how like she and Clint met and everything like that. Like, and like what's interesting is because it's like told from like the perspective of like two people who don't actually know anything. It's like all just sort of rumors, but you can like take it to heart. Then we're in Iron Man 2 with Natasha showing up and wrestling. Yeah. And then we sort of end on Iron Man 2 point before we go into Black Widow Prelude #2. And here we take a look at the Avengers. We're at the office of Secretary of State Thaddeus Ross, and we're looking at like the Avengers, like the time in the Avengers where she goes and gets Hulk, or Bruce Banner, who morphs into Hulk, but same story. Then we got like the whole shot of the Avengers type thing. Really cool. Like the artwork in all of this is just amazing, as is the story. But yeah, we go back to Winter Soldier again when she's flying down. And then I'm just going through this trying to see Age of Ultron. Like we're hitting like big MCU points for Natasha. And then we come to the end where we're at Civil War now. And the Black Widow is out there. Let's go get her. And then to be continued in Marvel's Black Widow, only in theaters. Although possibly on Disney Plus as well. We don't know. It seems like it's getting delayed for in theaters again. Which is part of the reason why I'm like reviewing the Black Widow Prelude comic, because want Black Widow so much. It was taking so long. Then we have Tales of Suspense here. So we're into another comic type thing, but Natasha Romanoff is Russia's greatest spy, but an encounter with Iron Man puts her on the run and seeking redemption. So that's kind of the story with this one. Iron Man, the Crimson Dynamo strikes again. So you can definitely tell, like, the different look of, yeah. It's definitely got a different look. It's definitely got a different feel. But it still feels like it could be Natasha. And that is what I love about all of this. So there's a fun little adventure with Natasha in this one. I'm trying to find the next one here. The Black Widow strikes again. Natasha's just going around wreaking havoc, and I love it. Yeah, so we get, like, quite a bit of things in all of this, but yeah, like, again, you can see, like, the different artistry and everything like that. And it's really cool. Like, I really love how it, like, shifts and, like, just is, like, perfect. I love it. Then Avengers the Red Guardian. Color him Red Guardian. So not only are we getting, like, Natasha stories in here, but we're also getting, like, Red Guardian stories, which is really, really cool because, like, he's going to be in Black Widow, played by the fabulous David Harbour. So that is really interesting. Yeah. Then we have Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, introducing the treacherous Taskmaster. So yeah, we're getting some Taskmaster in here as well. The Avengers have their first run-in with the photorealistic reflexes of Taskmaster. So, like, literally, like, first page is just so cool. Look at Taskmaster. Just being, like, so creepy. I can't wait to see Taskmaster in action in Black Widow. I think that's going to be so cool. I can't wait to figure out who Taskmaster is. I hope we do find out. Like, I hope they don't leave us on a, like, cliffhanger type thing. Because I really want to know. Like, and then at the end of the Taskmaster story, there's Prelude of the War Devil. Follow Taskmaster in Taskmaster Anything You Can Do TPB. So the one thing with this is it really makes you want to, like, go out and find, like, the next comics because a lot of them just sort of end abruptly. Alright, yeah. And then we got our little Black Widow symbol. And we are off to the races with Web of Black Widow. So cool, so cool. Okay. So the Black Widow is on a mission to track down those who benefited from her skills as a Red Room spy, but she will have to work off the grid. Clearly, you can see she's working off the grid. She's definitely in a different element. Yeah, she's definitely in a very different element here. Like, she even, like, looks completely different. Like, hair and everything. Like, this may be my favorite, like, panel strip of this comic. With the earlier and now, maybe my favorite one. And then again, more early Natasha stuff, years ago. I would like a demonstration of this Black Widow's supposed skills headmistress. And there's young Natasha and everything. It will be done as requested. This little one has yet to fail us. I feel so bad for Natasha. Like, I really do. Oh yeah, and this one would be another one of my favorites. With the rip. Where she's like, alright, I gotta fight. So, here we go. I gotta fight and I can't do it in this dress. Is my favorite. But like this one, like with like no words, it's just a giant like 2-page spread, is like amazing. Like all the artwork and everything, though very evidently different, is just, all of it is so amazingly stunning and I love it. And then we got some more Black Widow comics to look at, and we are at the end again. So, yeah, if you're someone like me and is desperately waiting for Black Widow to arrive realistically anywhere at this point, like theaters, Disney Plus, anywhere, guys. And you're just waiting and waiting and you need your Marvel fix and you need your Black Widow fix, I definitely recommend checking out the Black Widow Prelude. Because like I said, it's a whole bunch of different stories, different comics from over the years, basically compiling some sort of like quasi-history lesson with Natasha. And it's very intriguing. And I really liked learning a lot more about Natasha and getting very, very excited for her movie that 2020 seems to keep cursing. So, yeah, definitely recommend checking out the Black Widow Prelude. Definitely a good read. Whether you're a longtime Black Widow fan from back in the comic days, or whether you recently fell in love with her because of the MCU, or, you know, you just haven't watched the MCU, not really a fan of comics, but either way, all of it, I recommend checking out Black Widow Prelude. Yeah. So, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my latest videos. Follow me on all the socials. The link is in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.